Well, it's been a while since I've been able to record out here, but I thought I'd give you a little farm tour as to what's happened since I've filmed out here. Now, the videos you've seen at the beginning of the channel were from May, June, July of 2022. And since then, we've been very busy here at the farmhouse. This is where you and I first met. This is what I called the farmhouse room, and it's actually going to be the homeschool room. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera around, and that way I'm not so tempted to look at myself in the reflection, because I'm a handsome devil, and point out all the things that have changed since I was able to stop filming last time. So I stopped filming a little bit, mostly because I hurt my shoulder. I didn't have to have surgery or anything, but doing all this hammer swinging, it hurt real bad. I only had enough energy to get some of the work done. And the other reason was so I've done the baseline plumbing, and I wasn't the most confident with the plumbing. So I read a ton and studied a ton and wanted to get that done. I feel good about our supply lines and everything now, but I didn't want to look like an idiot as I was installing those. So I'll turn you around, show you where we're at, and take you on a tour. Okay, this is where we first met in the what was called the fireplace room. Is now the homeschool room. A couple big differences. All the linoleum from the floor is gone. This is the original, probably original floor. We're using it as a subfloor. We're gonna probably put ceramic tile in this room. We're able to clean up the chimney some and fill some gaps in the mortar. But the biggest difference in this room is when you look up. So we had that roof that we were dealing with that kind of came down to the east wall. We replaced it. We replaced it all with joists. And there'll be a bedroom above this now, and there wasn't that before. So the homeschool room, this is kind of our communication board. I try to print off jobs, everything from random easy jobs for anyone wanting to help, or we just, hey, if you've got a heart to help and a hammer, you can do some of these. Further down to more carpentry and more difficult tasks. And so as we've had work days, this has helped out. People can just show up and they say what I want to do, and I show them where the jobs are. So that is the homeschool room. Now, as I turn around, I enter the kitchen. The kitchen, the south wall there got some new bracing. It was very flimsy is the word I'd use. You'd push on it, the whole wall would shake. So we got it shored up. We put some new sill plates on the bottom and tied it in at the top, and it's good and strong now. Biggest difference here in the kitchen is it has a brand new floor. We ripped out the old floor and put in new subfloor. Another big change is this wall here, the dividing wall between it and the laundry room. I took out the boards that were there. Of course, I made a video of the kids helped me tear out the, I don't know what you call it, shiplap type style boards. And the joists that were still there, the studs that were still there, weren't quite on par. So I tore those out, made a new door opening, and I feel a lot better about it carrying the weight from up above. So from this point of view, you can see that this room has the laundry room, the dining room, master bedroom, half bathroom, which is a new addition, and back to our homeschool room. A lot of work has gone in here, and this weekend we will be subflooring, and we won't be able to look up and see the top of the roof anymore there. So big things happening out here. Probably the room that has had the biggest change and transformation is the laundry room. Now, as I swing around here, you'll see a door. This is a trap door that separates, when closed, it'll be perfectly flush. You notice I have joist hangers every 2 feet or so. And those 2x6s there will sit like this, okay? And the door will shut and it'll be flush and it'll be just perfect to hold all the weight. So this whole floor here let me step down, will have been raised up. Originally, we had this. It was concrete floor And you come over to these steps and step up 1, 2, 3 steps to the kitchen. So what we did was we just raised everything to be flush with the kitchen. I've got this one last strip here that's not nailed in because we got to do some duct work and some plumbing. So this is just kind of laying here loosely. But the floor is raised up, which means I had to take the door and raise the door up higher than it used to be. Still not quite done with that. I've got to shim around and do a little bit of planing. But this room has had a big transformation. Our washer and dryer is gonna sit over here. We're gonna have a shower in the corner. We'll have our new electrical panel up in this corner. And then we're probably gonna do uppers all around both walls is the idea. Ooh, I fell down. But we're gonna have uppers and probably some freezers out here as well for meat and whatnot. So this room has changed a whole bunch. Above us is going to be nothing but storage. So on the second floor, I'll take you up there in a minute. This whole would be West Wing, one of my favorite television shows, is the roof line comes down too low. Where's my finger? Comes down too low to do any walking hardly. On this side where the wall is, it's 6 foot, but it quickly drops down to 2 feet. So it's not really livable space, but we're gonna finish it out and just be one whole wing of the house here that is storage. And I'll show you that upstairs. Something I'm not sure if I've shown you before on any of the videos is the basement. Now, this is our old 100 amp service that's gonna be moved shortly, but down here is an old hand dug basement. And we have our brand new furnace setting in place. This is a big accomplishment. They're coming, I think, later next week to run the duct work throughout the house. We went with a Rheem and it's natural gas. And we do have a heat pump on the air conditioning unit. So it'll be highly efficient, and during those kind of cool days that doesn't need to be super hot, we can run the heat pump. And whenever it gets cold, we'll flip over to gas. It's gonna be awesome. Of course, it's gonna kick on as I sit here and talk. Here's our well tank coming in. This line right here goes all the way out to the well, and it comes down to our pressure gauge and our pressure tank. And from there, we'll go to a water heater and some sort of a softener. I cleaned a lot out of this. There was all sorts of washers and dryers and debris. And this room would be really great for long-term food storage if we want, or just storage of any kind. It's also got a front room that goes all the way around. Got a nice 2 foot, 2.5 foot deep shelf all around the rim joist there. And this is called a grease trap. It sucks water from underneath the foundation and runs it out the house. So that's the basement, and it is it's cool, and we won't be down here too much because we'll have that trap door closed most of the time. But any time that we do need to get up there, it's as simple as, you know, lifting it up and taking out these couple joists that'll hang here. I'm not gonna screw those in, just hang them in, and putting the door down or lifting the door up, whatever we need. Now, I say the room that was the biggest difference was the laundry room, and it was a really big difference. But the winner might actually be what was the bathroom. We used to have a bathroom that was 14 feet long by 6 feet wide. And what we decided to do was, here off of the kitchen, is to do a small half bath. So we've got a about 6 foot, about 5 foot bath with a toilet and spot for a vanity that the public can use, guests can use. And if we actually go through the master bedroom, which we'll come back to, you'll have a master bathroom, only accessible through master bedroom. We'll have a shower, essentially where that whole piece of plywood is, toilet in the corner, vanity over here. This is exciting because this is our first ever master bathroom that Elizabeth and I've ever had. We've always only had one bath. You see the train over there in the distance, and some of our glorious stuff outside. So we own until the cornfield starts there, and then my wife's grandmother owns all the way to the trees in all those directions. So it's nice that it's family property and we're not going to be circled by too many neighbors. Going back to the master bedroom from the master bathroom, not a lot has changed in here. We've done some, this is the hardest area to have figured out what to do. These joists, or the second floor joist, the ceiling for the first floor, is just kind of a carpentry mess. And so we've done the best that we could, blocking. When the fire happened, instead of ripping stuff out, they just kind of put new things together. And so this is going to be kind of a cobbled together roof, or ceiling, I am going to run one bi-material perpendicular to these from when we put up a ceiling. That way we can shim to level. And it doesn't matter if it's, an inch or two higher in the bedroom than it is out in the dining room, because it'll look great. So on this wall, we walk in, and Elizabeth will have a big old, it's like 3 foot deep by, I think 8 or 10 foot wide closet. And then we'll come over here, and I have a smaller closet, but doesn't matter. Don't need tons of belongings, but I'll have my own closet. You turn around, and there's the rest of our bedroom. I think the whole bedroom is something like 16 feet across and 16 by 16 with we got a cutout for the stairway and whatever that corner for my closet is. So this, I don't think, made it on the initial tour. This is the master bedroom. We're thinking carpet in this room. All right, now from the kitchen, we're gonna go into what will be the dining room in this section, and there'll be no walls, but this is the main hallway through the house, from the living room into the dining room into the kitchen where I stand. This room is also 16 by 16. We're thinking hardwood floors in here. Same issues as the master bedroom. Just some of the second story or second floor joists is kind of hit and miss, and so we shored it up best we could. We are still going to run straps of 1x material before we hang our drywall. And I don't think I've ever given you the view out this way. So to our west, you'll have the garage, and you can see the silo and the barn over there. Large fields before you look into, where's my finger? This area over here, the town of Carbon, sits this way. So what's really nice is that you can hear the bells, and on the hour, the bells were a gift, I think a financial gift, of one of Elizabeth's relatives in the community. When she passed away, she gave the church enough money to buy a bell system, and so it plays songs on the hour. From the dining room, we walk into the living room, another 16 by 16 foot room, this time with 9 foot ceilings. Everything else is a traditional 8 foot ceiling, but this has a 9 foot ceiling, and there'll be a little bedroom up above it. This Saturday is our big subfloor day, so we're real excited to get the second floor kind of enclosed. Like many old houses, the front porch had 2 doors. This is not the main door that we use. Rather, we use the dining room door, but we're going to make this decorative, and we've got big plans for it to sit and look great. And we've got 2 windows facing the north and a window facing the east. I've got all my tools in here right now, so I try to cover up the windows, make it look like nothing's going on. This wood on the exterior wall is super old hardwood that is probably original to the house, or either 1900 or 1920. I keep saying that, but I haven't found which record is accurate. Everything still needs to be done as far as electrical, but framing-wise, we're getting real close to being done. All of this was done before we got to it. The only thing I'm going to do on the second floor there is where each of those joist hangers are. I'm going to put a 16 penny nail in the middle of the joist hanger on both sides, just for shear strength. And I have a little bit of shoring up to do over on that corner above the stairwell. I'm going to go ahead and take you from this point up the stairs, because I've never showed you upstairs before, to my knowledge. So these stairs are original to the house, and They're in good shape so far. We go up. One of the most recent projects I did, though, there used to be a header from here to here. And I'm 6'2", and I would hit my head on it. So instead, I was able to cut it, and I'll show on the other side, cut it and make it to where, as we go up, this will be a wall like this, and there'll be the roof line, and then you get to this back wall, we'll go straight up with it. So it'll be a nice big head opening area as you walk up these old stairs. So you'll walk up, and you'll have all sorts of head space leading you to the upstairs area. So if I take a look to the right, this is going to be a room. We haven't decided if it's going to be a bedroom or it's going to be like a craft room. The ceiling point will be a little over 6'4", I think, but the sudden drop in the roof makes me wonder if I should make it a bedroom or some other type of room. We're just always dealing with these roof lines, and so I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. Here's that, if I back up, here's how I did that header. The header was from here to here, and instead I made it above the roof line, or above the, this is exterior wall right here. So I brought it to this level to where they won't even notice it. All right, if you come up the stairs, there's going to be, I got a pile of junk right now. This half of the is that whole storage wing I told you about. There's a door right there. And I think it's something like 12 foot from here to the external wall. And like I said, it's about 6 foot tall up here on the inside. So we'll throw drywall on it. We'll probably carpet it. And that whole wing will be storage, and, kids will play in there at some point in time. In the middle section here, I'm at the top of the stairs behind me. There's going to be a hallway, a wall where my hand is. And from my hand to the east will be a hallway. And from my hand from here to the west is going to be a bathroom. And from the end of my finger that way is going to be a giant bedroom. So you'll walk down the hallway. There'll be a door here to this bedroom area on this side. You'll walk down just a little further where this opening is. There'll be a doorway to that back bedroom. And there'll be a doorway, I know somewhere in this area, for this back big bedroom. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms upstairs, a bathroom in this area, and this side of storage all available to us. One other thing I want to mention up here is that one of the cool projects I'm looking forward to is along the east wall, we're dealing with this roof line. I think I decided I'm going to tear this out and make it flush with the floor. I'm going to build like twin beds into the nooks, okay? So imagine that the chimney wall here is the start, and there's a little bit of a platform, and you could fit a twin mattress. We'll finish the top, maybe put a little light so the person in there can have their own light. But there'll be 1, 2 for that room. There'll be 1, 2 for this bedroom. So we'll always have 4 beds available for people to come stay with us once the kids leave someday. And then this back bedroom could be anything we want it to be. So that's the upstairs. This weekend, like I said, is subfloor day. I'm very, very excited about it. I thought that day would never come. The only thing I got to do left is run, I don't know if you can see it, this pipe right here through this channel where my finger is over to, I think it's this one, and take the pipe this way to be the waistline for the upstairs bathroom. And we'll be ready to go. So. Well, that's going to do it for the tour this time around. We got a big week ahead of us of actual work. We're doing the subfloor. We're going to start the electrical project, and hopefully the HVAC ductwork is going to come in soon. I thought I'd leave you now with a view outside the new door that's been raised in the laundry room, because you don't ever get to see that view. So thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it if you subscribe on our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.